You need a football fix as much as anything, and we wanted to get a quick look, an early look at what our football team will look like. I mean, with the new year, you have new guys that move into different roles. Who will be the leaders of our team? Who will be setting the pace? And then just trying to figure out exactly, who will be our starters, who we can count on. You start the process today. We play in, we're up in North, so you play in elements a little bit. So good start. The first couple of days can't be in pads, but you can get a lot of mental work done and start working towards, getting in the pads. Take your question.
What are the challenges in the numbers right now in this spring?
Well, the numbers are down, but as a player, you should be pretty excited about that. Guys always want reps. Coach, can I get more time? Give me a chance. Everybody on our roster will get a chance. We'll get a good look. With the numbers being down, eventually we may run into, you have injuries and things like that, but that's how it goes in a game, too. You have to adjust.
Is it as much as night and day, or a little bit less in terms of the difference between day one last year and day one this year?
I can't remember an awful lot about last year, but I know I didn't know all of our players. When you're dealing with who is that, what's that guy's name? We don't have names on the back of the helmets right now, so a lot further along. And we do know the players a little bit more, but, with the new year, you see different things, even though it seemed like it hasn't been that long since we played.
You mentioned this was a chance for Jeff to kind of show what he can do, Jeff George. What did you see today from him?
First day is hard to tell exactly who did what, but we'll have some good video. Can't wait to see the video, but it's a starting spot. That's what you do for the first day. You let the guys, get another taste of football, and you start working to make improvements from there.
You weren't kidding. Chaser was involved. Clearly, like you said he would be. It's exactly what you thought, right?
Yeah, you have a different role.
Right.
Each game, each day, your role can change. Right now, Chase's role is a little bit different. Leader, moral support,
Right.
Vocal leader. He can do all those things. And then just taking mental reps for his game.
Sure.
You can get an awful lot done being on the sideline and just picturing yourself when being out there.
How much of an advantage is this for the early enrollees, you guys that kind of need some individual attention so much early?
It helps an awful lot. As a rookie, rookie. I guess I'm not a rookie. How about a freshman? As a freshman, you want to come in and play right away, but there's a learning curve that you go through, and not just on the football field, but just being a student. And so those guys are getting a head start on that. We've liked what all four of the guys, the newcomers, have done so far.
You get a new coach on the way. I guess you can't really talk about that yet. Is that right?
We're close
It'll be full
to
step
being
soon.
able to name another coach, but as a head coach, you're kind of like, you have a free safeties play, and the free safety is normally free to roam in the middle of the field unless you have a player or someone is uncovered. Then you have to guard them. Well, I'm kind of the free safety a little bit right now, down one coach. So, I've coached a little bit of defensive ball, so it was kind of good to have to really take a position today. Really enjoyed it.
I was going to say, did you have fun out there?
Absolutely. I love teaching. I played safety and, feel pretty comfortable, coaching, most of the positions out there. So it was a lot of fun today.
When you get a new coach, anytime, is there a period during which you coach the coach a little bit just to get him?
Good question. The normal process, of course, is to have a long off season to go through all of that. With us starting earlier and the coaching change that happened a little bit later. But what you do is they eventually catch up. The guy that I think we're going to hire is a quick study. He'll catch up fairly quick, but in the meantime, some of us will be a little bit more involved.
Have you done anything with the recruiting spot you lost?
Well, of course, not yet.
Okay,
but
that's
when you bring a new coach in, of course, part of that, of course, is recruiting.
Okay.
And we may shuffle some of the areas around a little bit. Our plan, you're always constantly growing, and after going through one year, there's some things we want to tweak, and so, you know, a new coach will be a part of that.
It looks like the NCAA is going to say okay to the 10th coach. That's, I guess, in the spring. Have you thought about that? I know that's ways out, but if you thought about what you'll do with that?
No, it's not that far off. And,
Right.
you know, going through the cycle, you know, less than a year,
Right.
the one thing I think we need more of is on-field instruction.
Okay.
We have a lot of guys that are on each staff that can't, in the rules, won't allow them to coach. Adding another coach, of course, will help quite a bit. I think hopefully the rule will pass, and
Right.
of course I'm in favor of it.
Okay. You had a lot more in the NFL, right? 13, 14 guys, didn't you? More than 10. So
No limit in NFL
Right,
with,
so-
with less players, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me that, you know, you have this many players and so few coaches. Even basketball,
Right.
you know, the ratio coach to player is a little bit different. So this would be a step in the right direction.
And there's a lot of jobs too. I mean, get away from the idea. I mean, it's 130 jobs for guys that are really qualified.
Absolutely. There are a lot of good football coaches that don't have jobs right now.
Right.
And again, the more good coaches you can bring back into our profession, of course, is good.
Like you said, you can't tell a lot from one day, but one thing looked like we could tell is Carmoni Green can run.
Yeah, I think he is a scholarship player, and he looked like one today. And again, we have seen some of the movement from all of our players, and that's what you want to see. You know, initial impressions is, you know, guys that, you know, they don't have everything down yet, but you can see some of the movement that we like.
Was everybody here that's supposed to be here today?
Yes, everyone is supposed to be been here today was.
Perfect.
Coach Delshawn Phillips, just the first practice, but he's running with the ones already. What do you see in that kid?
Well, I mean, you bring in a JC guy like that, you don't bring him in to you bring him in to play right away. Delshawn has a knack about him, vocal, but you know, we've had some workouts going on right now, so I mean, I think it's natural to put him in that position right away.
And James Crawford at the end, his quickness would be the asset there that most intriguing.
Yeah, and of course we played him there, you know, last year at the end of the season. And, feel like he can be a legitimate outside pass rusher. Will at the end at that position. Just from a year, of course, being with him, we think right now this is the best position for him.